It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Friday, the 28th of July. I'm James Spann. A rare midsummer front coming in here late tonight. That's going to bring noticeably drier air for the weekend. Check things out this afternoon. This is the water vapor satellite view. Troughing beginning to form over the eastern U.S. In fact, a rare summer nor'easter beginning to spin up on the middle Atlantic coast. Had a number of showers and storms today. That was the radar at 2:27. We had some flash flood warnings earlier today up in the Tennessee Valley, but things are pretty quiet for now. The air seems to be relatively stable, so I'd say the overall flood and severe weather threat for the rest of today and tonight is rather low. And heat, not a problem today. We ought to be in the 90s here in late July. We're in the 70s and low 80s in most spots. Birmingham 81, Gadsden 79. The warmer spots over to the west, Tuscaloosa 88. They have seen a little sun today. Montgomery at 92. Technically, a flash flood watch remains in effect through midnight tonight, but again, I'd say the overall flooding threat is fairly low at this point with a cool, stable air mass in place. A more significant flooding issue is going on up in the middle Atlantic coastal region around Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. Flash flood watches in effect there with that nor'easter. And again, we've seen this off and on marginal risk. For a while, the SPC guys took it out. They put it back in this morning. We have a marginal risk of severe weather for about the northern two-thirds of the state for the rest of today and tonight if the surface boundary drops in. But again, with a rain-cooled air mass, I'd say the risk of severe storms is relatively low. And then tomorrow, just the far southeastern tip of the state is in a marginal risk, down around Dothan, Ozark, and Geneva. And on day 3 Sunday, dry air takes over much of the eastern U.S. Average rain for the next 7 days, valid through Friday morning, about an inch. And a lot of that's the stuff that's coming down today. After today, the weather looks pretty dry until maybe the end of next week. And off in the tropics, the guys at NHC have pretty much given up on that little wave in the Atlantic. There's just too much dry air. Tropical storm formation not expected over the next 48 hours and not expected over the next 5 days. So, model fans, here's the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, troughing on the eastern seaboard. Very anomalous for this time of the year. And a nor'easter-type system sitting off the mouth of Chesapeake Bay. And for us, the surface boundary should be near US 80 in the morning. So for North Alabama, the sky becoming partly to mostly sunny. Any showers and storms confined to the southern quarter of the state. High for us should be in the mid to upper 80s. Sunday, we start the day in the 60s. The high, mid to upper 80s, a good supply of sunshine. Humidity values are lower. Monday of next week, again, very nice, upper 80s. This is Tuesday, looking pretty dry. Wednesday, still looking pretty dry. And again, for next week, I'd say most days highs between 87 and 90. And that's not bad for the first few days of August. Here's Thursday. Maybe isolated showers, and this is a week from today. This is Friday, the 4th of August, troughing moving in, and clearly that seems to be the day with a higher coverage of showers and storms next week. So things look pretty quiet for a week or so here. This is the end of the forecast period, Monday, the 7th of August, troughing to the north, and again, a fairly dry air mass in place. Check the numbers off the GFS ensemble. Wow, now I don't think this is right. It's got us only in the 80s every day for the next 15 days. I think we'll bump 90 a day or two, but clearly no sign of any extreme heat. Here's a new product. This is a blend of all the various Weather Service models, and even this product has us in the upper 80s for a while. So, again, it looks like temperatures stay below normal here for at least the next 7 days or so. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. My next video here will be a week from Monday. I'll be taking next week off. Brian Peters will have the videos over the weekend and next week. If you can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.